Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the ZymCast.
Wait, that's where we are? Nobody warned me. I wasn't prepared. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's not like we're set up or anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My name's Chase.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Cheyenne. Hi.
How's it going, everybody?
Hi,
How's your
Will.
week been?
Hi.
It has been okay. I know you're talking to them.
I am.
But I'm going to answer.
Oh, that's fine. Just steal their thunder.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. And by you, I mean the listener. I can't hear you.
It's 'cause
Speak
you don't
louder.
you don't believe in them enough. Clap if
Is it
you
like,
believe.
Pixies.
Gosh.
Pixies aren't real. Oh, no.
Oh, God. What
They're all dropping out of the
You
sky.
just killed one.
All right.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
and
there goes
ate it.
Bella.
She's gonna eat the poor pixie.
Too much excitement going
Yeah.
on. Well, you know, probably good fiber.
Well, so, Kyle, how has your week been?
No, we're starting with you. My week's been nuts. Your week's been nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What have you been up to this week, Chase?
True,
I
but
watched a movie,
Oh, did you? What movie?
Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, you saw Jojo Rabbit.
I did.
Isn't it so good?
So Jojo, it's more emotionally heavy than I expected it to
Right?
be,
Yeah,
but it's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah, I went in there for cheap laughs.
No, it is not that.
I mean, I got the laughs, which is pretty funny humor, TBH. Very specific style of humor that was really funny. But
It's like a Taika style of humor.
yeah, it's Taika Waititi. But I enjoyed the dramatic aspect of it. I mean, it is, World War II
It'd be-
Nazi Germany.
It'd be pretty hard to tackle that subject without having to get heavy
Yeah,
and you just thought it was going to be a total farce. Nah.
But I was just like, oh shit.
Oh, shit, indeed.
But it was great. It was a great movie. I actually feel like I'm gonna get it. Oh, if it's streaming, then I'll watch it again, or I'll just buy it on DVD when it comes out.
Oh my god.
Is it already out on DVD? I don't know.
If it isn't, it's close.
Yeah, which I can't say a lot about a lot of movies because I don't. Not that I don't enjoy a lot of movies, but I enjoy this one enough to continuously watch it. Probably not back to back, but like
Yeah,
multiple times.
I don't know if I could do that.
No, and Cheyenne hasn't seen it, so
Nope.
then we'll watch it again with her.
Yes.
I mean, I still need to see a few movies actually.
What movies do you
Yeah.
still want to see?
Me too.
There is.
I want to see Frozen too.
Oh yeah, Frozen 2. Well, she also wants to see Jumanji, which I don't really
do.
care about.
I mean, it's fun.
I really want to see 1917 still.
I've also not seen 1917. I really want to.
The Gentleman. I did want to see
Oh,
that.
that's right.
That's
out.
what originally we were trying to see, but it didn't work out. So we ended up watching Jojo Rabbit, which was, I mean, great alternative. I mean, it's not exactly the same movie at all, but I'm glad that I saw something I enjoyed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Yeah, I guess those are the two ones that I still want to see: 1917 and The Gentleman. Oh, and Weathering with You. At some point.
If you don't do that soon, you won't get a chance. It's probably not going to be out too much longer.
Oh well,
When anime films get wide releases, they don't tend to last super long.
yeah. Still need to see Your Name.
I can just write it down for you.
God damn it. All right, and then I guess the rest of my week was
Work.
I think. Pretty sure.
Why are you looking at me for confirmation?
Because you were.
You know his week better than he does.
You know my everything
I
better
guess,
than I do.
yeah. Yeah, you worked. Yep.
You play any
Yeah.
video
no.
games recently?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have. Oh, I did
Wow.
yesterday
I
actually,
was
and
here
a
for
few
that.
days before. I started playing Jedi Fallen Order,
Whoa!
which is great so far.
Yeah.
I'm a little late.
Nothing wrong with that. You barely ever play video games. The fact you're playing any game at all is a nice surprise.
That's
Yeah.
true, and I really like it.
Yeah, it's
You're
a fun
welcome,
game.
It's fucking
Chase.
cool. I also went out to dinner
Ooh.
after we recorded last week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're dressed up all fancy today, as the people
Yeah.
at home can see.
Oh yeah.
If they're watching on YouTube.
Because last week was my birthday,
Mhm.
and this week is we're celebrating my uncle's birthday.
Hmm?
It's a lot of January birthdays.
What's 9 months ago?
Yeah.
No.
It's a lot. It's a little too much for me. It's too many January.
Too many January birthdays.
All these
It's like
January
every
births.
week is a birthday, if not two.
Wow.
It's
Yeah, what was 9 months ago? Like April?
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Beginning
Spring
of
break.
Spring has begun. Oh God. Oh, I've learned so much.
Oh, that makes sense. Oh, so many births make sense now.
Oh, well.
There you go.
My mom was 27.
Hey, you're never too old for spring break.
I guess.
My mother was 76.
Jesus. All right, Kyle, how was your week?
My week was busy and full of crap.
More eventful?
Much more
Literal?
eventful. Yes. All right, so let's start off with the big thing. So last week I talked about how I would be watching a baby. I watched a baby. It's alive.
I mean, I love Baby Driver.
Okay. I did drive the baby around a tiny bit. But no, I went over to my friend's house and I managed to continue the survival of their child despite his best efforts otherwise. I love this kid. He's a great kid. He's super sweet. He's 10 months old. He's just a little bundle of like joy 90% of the time. I got him for that 10% of the time when he wasn't.
Oh, no.
So the poor little guy hates fruit. He hates fruit with a passion. He will not eat anything fruit with it. He loves vegetables.
Weirdo.
He's a freaking broken baby.
Yeah, fruits are okay.
Fruits are way better
Yeah.
than vegetables. Everyone knows this. I know. But no, he hates fruit with a passion, will not eat it. And so what that ends up meaning is that his poops are not the just splashes of nasty that most baby poop is. They're little, they're not that little. They're hard rocks of poop.
Oh.
And his
Solid
poor little
poop.
body cannot pass them.
Oh.
And so as I struggled to feed him fruit and like yogurts and stuff to try and just like move that along,
Soften his poop.
soften up his poops. It hit me at the end of that first day after I watched him. I'm like, you haven't pooped at all. All day.
Uh-oh.
No wonder you're screaming in pain at 3 a.m. And so I'm like, parental units, do you have anything to take care of this? Like, oh God, not this again. I'm like, you did not warn me this was a possibility. But just had to, this poor crying baby in immense pain. I'm like, well, time to fix this pain by causing you more. Give me your butthole. And I basically...
That's not how I would have gone about describing that.
The good news is the people watching can see.
Jesus.
No. Okay, so I had to give him some medicine
Up his butt.
up his booty. And yeah, us having to pause with you talking about that made it a much longer break between the setup and the reveal. Yeah. Had to basically force a little bit of diarrhea out of this poor little guy.
Oh.
Yeah. So, got the laxative, got it in there. I'm very quickly threw the diaper back on. And I'm like, okay, guy, I don't know how long this takes before it's in effect. So, and I just like holding him. I'm like, how we do?
Oh.
And the diaper filled.
Jeez.
I was like, oh my God.
Oh, God.
But now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I know I'm dealing with a baby with a diaper full of poop. But I don't know if more will be coming, so I don't want to quite change him yet.
I don't want to open it.
And so he's like crying, me rocking him and like singing nonsense songs to him were helping. But I'm just like, okay, it's okay. Just, yep, there's more. We're just going to wait. Yeah. Eventually, it seemed like it calmed down. I pulled it open. The good news is because it wasn't like super wet baby poop, it was very easy to clean. I just rolled up the
nice.
diaper holding all of it and I just threw it in the garbage.
Yeah. Wet baby poop, not fun.
Not fun. Didn't deal with that at all.
Oh, nice. Lucky.
No, I dealt with a very unhappy baby instead. No,
Oh,
a
no,
very
man.
unhappy baby that refused to sleep.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I averaged like 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
It's not fun.
He was just, oh man, that little guy. Loved him to death. He's a good kid.
Love him at a distance.
Damn right. Nah, I'm glad I was able to help because his parents were house shopping in Henderson, and so I was just like, okay, I'll survive the child. And then his godmother eventually came and relieved me of my duties. I'm like, thank frickin' God. I'm like, here, good luck. Bye-bye. Ran away. Took a coma. Went to work. Took another coma. Now I'm
Took
here.
a coma.
Nice.
Took a coma.
So how'd
know.
you figure out how to change a diaper?
I mean, I went over there.
YouTube.
No, I went over there on, I mean, first of all, changing a diaper is not that hard.
Oh, you'd be surprised at what I've seen.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
It is, but I've seen people majorly mess that up.
Okay, well, regardless, I went over early on Wednesday before the parents left so they could give me like a quick teaching,
Crash
like
course.
how we give him baths,
Oh,
how we do
okay.
this, how we do that. But like,
Nice.
I mean, changing a diaper was not hard.
Yeah. No. I've seen the mistake a lot of people do is they put it backwards.
That I can see. I almost did that the first time, and then I used basic like understanding of how things work to go like, oh no, this needs to be in front.
Yeah. No. I've seen it backwards, and it sometimes does not end well.
I bet.
Yeah. Or they don't quite latch it right. I don't know how you mess that up, but they make the diaper too loose.
Oh, okay.
And so if the baby wiggles a lot,
just gets right out.
yeah.
Or if he poops ferociously enough.
Just fires himself out of the diaper.
That happens.
What? I don't know if that happens.
Okay, the poor kid had an explosive diarrhea
Poop
incident,
cannon.
so yeah.
We talk about poop way too much on this
Yeah,
podcast.
no, you just
Oh, gray water.
in the
Yeah.
face of your enemies, point the baby backwards.
Piss and shit. The baby did pee on me though.
I'm not
Nice.
surprised.
I mean,
a boy baby.
it was bound to happen.
Yeah.
I was just not. I was prepared for it. I was constantly ready, always ready with like the
Yeah.
thing in front. I'm like,
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
And then just one time I look away and just,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, no.
I
I
got.
just imagine.
No, it
Why
was
is there so much pee?
no, it was not that. It did not take anywhere. It was more just
Yeah.
done. I was ready for this shit. I was ready for everything except for him not shitting.
No.
Like all the rest of the time, we were great. Like that whole day after I got all that
You were
poop
ready
out of
for
him.
the shit, but the shit never came.
Damn right. Nah, it was, it was, I don't regret it, but it reminds me that I don't want to be a parent yet, especially a solo parent. There was no one to tag out and just be like, you're it.
No.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
It was a full-time freaking job. Like, I could never leave this kid alone because anytime I did, he freaked the frick out. He even had like a
Dang.
bouncer thing that like keep him occupied,
Yeah.
but like if I would walk out of the room, all of a sudden
They
cries.
notice.
I was
Uh-huh.
like, dude, I gotta clean your bottles. Like, dude, I gotta go to the bathroom. Dude, I need a nap. At one point, he took a nap. I'm like, yes. And I rolled up alongside of him and I napped too. I'm sure it was an adorable picture, but there was no one there to take it because I was all alone.
Yeah, that's true.
Alone with the baby.
I suppose that's why big families are great because
Tag, you're it.
Yeah, because like in my family, when a new cousin is born, there's like aunts and uncles and
They meant like ants.
no,
What the
and
fuck?
in some cases, the older cousins, which was really only me, they're like, okay, here, you take it. Literally, one time my aunt was like, here, take it. And I
It.
was like, you mean your son? She's like, I just need to sleep. And I was like, okay, I'll take care of the baby. I don't have homework or anything. It's fine. Yeah.
Congratulations, you're a mother.
Instant mom. Just add water.
I was thinking of microwave.
No, other things I was up to this week other than the baby. I'll double back around to the times with the baby in a second. But first I want to talk about a movie I saw because I continued my streak of watching terrible films.
Oh, great.
So I watched The Turning.
Right.
Oh.
That came out this week.
It's so bad.
Oh.
Why?
It's just so boring.
I'm sad.
Like, okay, so the movie is twofold.
Okay.
On one hand, it's unbelievably boring. And nothing about it has really any merit. And then on the other hand, the ending made me want to kill the man who wrote the script.
Okay.
Because I can't properly describe how bad this ending is. It's literally an ending where it feels like the writer, the director, the cast and every single person involved with the movie just like hated all of the people watching it, and we're just like, what's the worst ending we could give this story that'll make you the most mad watching it? Like, even if you had exactly 1% buy-in, you'll feel betrayed by the ending of this film. I was like, holy fuck. And like the last 10 minutes of this movie, I was just angry at the movie. Like most of the movie, I was just bored out of my mind. Then I got mad at it. And then it was over. And there's not even really an ending. It's hard to describe it as an ending. It's bad.
Ooh.
It's quite bad. And that makes me mad because I like The Turn of the Screw. Like, that's a great story.
Turn of the Screw?
That's what this is based on.
Oh.
It's also what the next season of The Haunting of Hill House is going to be based on.
Oh.
So they're both based on the same source material.
Oh.
But this is not good. That's all I got. There are good performers in it that give bad performances. It's just not good. It's a January horror movie that they just kind of shat out because they knew it was garbage. The end. I'm glad it's doing terribly. That's all I got.
Huh.
It has 12% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's 12% more than it deserves. That means 12% of people give it a 6 or higher. And I can't fathom those human beings.
Its audience rating is 2.2 stars out of 5.
I thought you were going to say 2%.
I would be like, yeah!
I didn't feel like actually clicked
That's
on Rotten
fine.
Tomatoes. It's 14% with audiences.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
it's
know.
higher than...
Yeah, but that's still... that says everything you need to know. It's a
Man.
garbage film.
That's terrible. I thought it would be like, okay.
No.
I was kind of excited for it. I was like,
Don't
oh, this looks kind of
watch
cool.
Do not watch it.
That's Finn Wolfhard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not good in it.
Oh. Oof.
I'm telling you, no one's good in this movie. It's just bad.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to watch it.
Good. Who knew?
I like this review. The turning doesn't make you feel like you've watched a failed adaptation of a horror-lit landmark. It just leaves you feeling totally screwed.
Yep.
Nice.
But yeah, don't watch it. The end. I watched it so you don't have to. That's all I got. On the better side of things I watched over this last week, while I was babysitting the baby, I mean, I love playing me some video games, but I could not get away with playing video games while watching this baby.
No.
But this baby is 10 months old and doesn't understand the concept of what's on television, really, just like the flashy things happening and the loud noises. And so I'm like I could play like a little baby bum or something, or I could just watch things I want to watch on Netflix. But then when I turned on Netflix, I realized there's nothing I want to watch on Netflix right now. I didn't want to throw on Dracula just in case. Because I do want to watch that, but I'm like, I don't want to risk this baby retaining something. First words, Mama, vampire.
I turned out fine.
Did you?
But
Rude.
so I just watched the first random thing that showed up on my friend's recommended things on Netflix. It's called The Circle.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait, is this what I think it is?
That's what I'm wondering.
It's a reality TV show.
No, never
Oh,
mind.
yeah. It wasn't what I thought it was, but I do know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not what I thought it was.
It's based off of a UK like reality TV show. This
Yeah.
was the first like season of the US adaptation of it.
Interesting.
It's like a Big Brother-ish show.
Kinda.
Like they communicate through, is it an app or like a TV?
Yes.
Like some shit?
Yeah. So the whole thing is that there's like 8
In a
people,
house?
and they're all like in this apartment complex.
Yeah.
But they're all like in their own little like individual like apartments that they just basically stay locked in for the entire show. I think it takes place over like 2 weeks.
Okay.
But they are in a competition with everyone else for $100,000.
It's a
But
good amount of money.
yeah, it is. But basically, the entire show, the only way that they can communicate with each other is essentially through like this social media app
Okay.
that they use. And yeah, like so they can't see each other, they can't directly interact with each other. They can just basically text each other through like this like app on like the TVs in their place that is like voice command. It's super obvious that they're just people dictating what they're saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, if they had this kind of dictation software, they could have sold that for more money than the show would have made. Because they're like, blah, 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 like hearty face emoji, like did this thing, and then it's like perfect. I'm like, sure, there's no one behind personally in charge of dictating all of these people. But But actually, like the show was super fascinating because no, like
I would not have expected that.
no, me neither. I'm like, I'll give this show an episode, and I watched the whole thing in 2 sittings. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the only person that really liked this show. Like, it's got like an 80-something% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
Like, it's
85.
It's pretty liked.
What?
Because you want to know why? The cast is great.
What?
All of the people, like all of the contestants, were really interesting, and the fun wrinkle of it are the catfishes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so all of the people that go in basically as people who they aren't,
Yeah.
and like pretend to be somebody entirely differently. And since you're seeing, you know, everything from each of their point of views and stuff, you're watching like the strategies a lot of characters are bringing in. Like one guy is basically using all of his girlfriend's pictures to pretend to be like a girl because he thinks he'll be more likely to like be accepted and liked.
How do you win?
So basically at the end of it, so there are constantly things where everyone in the show ranks each other.
Oh.
And the people who are on the top of the rankings are basically considered like the influencers, and they vote to kick somebody off the show.
Oh.
Okay.
And so it's like this really interesting like game of like strategy where like you want to make everybody like you, and so they're more likely to do, and you like make alliances to try and like like protect yourself against other people. And they're constantly introducing new people into the house as people are eliminated, so it constantly like keeps things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, it's like super interesting. And but something happens in this show that apparently does not happen in any of the other versions of this. And like it's really fascinating to watch. It's that all the people in the show legitimately really like each other.
Oh wow.
And actually become friends. And like there's definitely a point to where like most of them are just like, yeah, you know, I'm playing the game a bit, but like, hey, cool. Like, Shoebomb texted me, like, messaged me, like, hey, what's up, Shooby? They're just like hanging out, having good times. I was like, I'm watching a reality show where people are competing for money. And then, like, at the end, when one of the people wins, like, just a big old group hug, like, oh, we're so happy for you. I was like, this is the weirdest fucking reality show I've ever seen in my life.
What?
Now, do you think that was real or part of
It
this?
seemed pretty legitimate.
Okay.
I'm super confused.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I know obviously, like, some of this stuff is scripted and stuff, but, like, it just, what is or is not, like, you know, being played up. Like, the show presents a fairly interesting story with some really interesting people that are extremely likable. Like, there's a character that you meet in the first episode, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna like this guy. And by the end, like, he was easily one of my favorite people. And I'm not the only person with that opinion. No, it's just, it's a fun show if you kind of, you know, are interested in it. It does, you know, explore some interesting situations. And like, and you know, it's obviously like an exploration of like, you know, like social media and like how people like, you know, act up or lie or fake to like, you know, try and present themselves as more likable. But like just in the process, I think the show accidentally kind of became about how different people can connect to each other, like without some of the barriers that naturally get in the way of it. I'm like, I don't feel like this is what the show was supposed to say. But like they leaned into that narrative pretty hard.
Yeah,
because like apparently in the UK version, like everybody just always is lying and has a strategy and is manipulating everybody. And somehow in the American version, that just did not feel like it happened very much at all.
That sounds like that wouldn't be the case in America.
Right? I think they just got a really interesting group of people.
So the question is, did they want to make another season? And if they did, is it going to be the same? Because it sounds like they got lucky with the set of people.
That's what it feels like to me too.
Yeah, because with the next set, who knows? They might be more manipulative.
And that might work for like, you know, and like for the people that probably fell in love with the first season, like how like that they gelled. Yeah, I don't know. So who knows? But I enjoyed that. And if you know you are at all interested in that sort of thing, it's worth a watch. I also rewatched A Silent Voice on Netflix. I like that movie a lot. Watch it if you haven't seen it. It's a good anime movie. It'll make you feel the feels. And then moving on to another anime that I've started watching. I'm only a couple episodes into it, but I'm super hooked already. It's called Carol and Tuesday. It is the story about two girls who really want to make music, and damn it, they're going to make some music. And it's a super simple premise, but Cheyenne's dying. It's so tragic. Cheyenne's dying over there off screen.
I'm okay.
She's got the black lung, Pop.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, I mean, it's a super simple premise on like the surface and stuff, but there are a couple things that are really going for it. The writing and characters are fantastic. Like immediately by the end of the first episode, you totally are all in on both Carol and Tuesday.
Okay. Carol and Tuesday are people. They're
Yes,
two girls.
they are the main characters.
Oh, I think I've seen. Okay. Yeah.
You've probably seen like
Yes.
yeah. Number 2 is that the music is great, which you need in a show about making music. And number 3, a thing I was not prepared for at all, and I did research, and this is 100% true. So there's a moment where they're talking about buying something, and they're like, "Oh, it's 7 Wulong," and I'm like, "Wulong? Wulong is a currency? Wait a fucking second. This isn't the Cowboy Bebop universe."
Yeah. Okay. That makes. I was like, Wulong. I've heard this currency before.
And I'm like, this is made by the dude who made Cowboy Bebop.
Oh wait, I did know that.
Oh, fuck!
I did know that. No, that's why I heard about it, because I heard that it was from the makers of
Yeah,
Cowboy Bebop.
and it's in the same universe. And I apparently,
know it's the same universe.
Yeah, and apparently things kind of tie together in small ways, like later on in the story and stuff. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm super in now, because I love me some Cowboy Bebop, and I was not prepared for that at all. I thought I was just watching a cute little thing. I bet that had like some small sci-fi elements about these girls trying to be musicians. Now I'm super in. So yeah, I definitely recommend watching Carol and Tuesday. I'm like 4.5 episodes into it, but I'm already super hooked. And then my love of an old show has me even more hooked.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's basically what I've been up to. Babies, bad movies, and good anime.
Nice.
And I started playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That's all I got.
Oh, that came out?
Yeah, that came out on Friday.
How's that?
I'm like 2.5 hours into it, but it's Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
I heard it like adapts every arc.
Yeah, no, it's really in depth. I played it for like 2.5 hours, and I'm shocked at some of the stuff they're getting into. I'm like, really? We're actually gonna spend time with Gohan just surviving in the wilderness? Okay. Like I'm like, how in depth are we getting here? And then I see like screenshots of Goku driving a car. I'm like, are we gonna get the adaptation of them going to the DMV? Oh shit!
What? What?
Yeah. There's a borderline infamous episode of the anime as a filler between 2 of the arcs, where Chi-Chi makes Goku get his driver's license, and Piccolo tags along too. Oh, it's good times, man. Oh, good times. And it looks like that's going to be in the game too, because why the fuck not? But no, like the game's supposed to be like 35, 40 hours long, and it just adapts the entirety of Dragon Ball Z. I'm super down for that.
Nice.
Never
Like-
watched Dragon Ball Z.
This would be a good way to experience it.
Through video game.
I mean, it's made by CyberConnect too. Same people that made the Naruto Ultimate Ninja games. And those are fantastic.
Those are basically just an anime.
Exactly.
game.
Exactly. They're doing it again. They're like, that's their thing. These are the guys that were originally going to be making the Final Fantasy VII remake. Until Square's like, never mind.
Oh.
We'll just do it ourselves.
Oh.
Probably a wise choice, to be honest. I like CyberConnect 2 a lot, but like, I don't know if I trust them with Final Fantasy VII remake. Possibly the most important game Square has made since Final Fantasy VII. If that was bad, oh no, people would be pissed. Yeah,
All right.
that's what I've been up to.
Well, I mean, we almost went to Disneyland this week.
Ooh, how exciting. I love
Did
almost good doing things.
Yeah, and
Really? Almost go?
yeah, and I'm kind of glad we didn't.
When was that?
Oh, I know what you're getting at here.
Yeah.
When was that?
Are you trying to step on my Segway or something?
Are you lying?
No, it was Monday or something. I don't know.
I just
What?
thought
It was one day. She's questioning me.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, there's a thing called yes and,
Oh,
Cheyenne.
no, I thought you were okay.
but it's actually the truth. So I'm even more confused as to how I remember this and you don't.
Cheyenne,
Monday?
Cheyenne.
Yes.
I don't think it was Monday.
May you please pass me a water?
Yeah.
I'm like, where are you going with this?
I'm
Anyway,
I
thirsty.
don't understand where you're going with this. But
I know where he's going with this.
okay.
because there were reports that coronavirus has now been discovered
okay.
in Orange County,
Oh, God damn it, no.
Okay.
which is frightening. Or there was a case.
That's
I think
where
at
I
least one
work.
person. Yeah, I know. And we're all gonna die.
No, to be fair, it was a Chinese guy who
Yeah,
had been traveling to the area.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes sense that he might have it, but the worry is that he infected
But
other
that's
people
how
while he's here.
that's how infectious diseases spread.
I know.
It's like, hey, this guy from this one area in China where there's an outbreak of this disease or this virus is now in touchdown, or it was in Orange County, and it's possible could have spread it. At this point, no one knows.
Yeah, but at this point also we work at a very dangerous job for something like that.
Oh no.
Because, you know, what's better for spreading an infectious disease? A bunch of people crammed into a room.
Yeah, hundreds of people in confined spaces.
Yeah, there's a reason that there were some movies coming out this weekend that ended up not coming out.
Was there a reason?
Yes.
Uh,
So, in
I don't-
China,
Yeah.
there were some movies, Rescue and Detective Chinatown,
Yeah.
that were canceled.
Yeah.
Flat out because they were canceled in China.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want a bunch of people going to movie theaters to just infect more people.
Oh, that's not. I thought it was totally unrelated.
No,
Like,
it's
just
100%.
coincidental.
No, it's 100% related.
Oh.
This was going to be like one of the biggest like weekends in for box office in China, like months around.
Makes sense.
And they basically canceled it and delayed those films because they didn't
Yay,
want
public safety.
That sucks.
because they didn't want
Yeah.
that to happen, and because of that, they didn't want those films coming out overseas first. Partially because they didn't want to inspire Chinese people to leave the country to try and watch the film.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Wow.
yes,
Dang.
because when it was announced that they were canceled, people bought tickets to other countries to try and see the film where it was screening.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yes, this
That's
happened.
commitment.
What?
Yes.
What?
Well, I mean, these are huge movies. It'd be like for a lot of people if like the Avengers was canceled. They're like, oh, but it's still coming out in England.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There are definitely people who would be like, well, fuck this. I guess I'm going to England
Yeah.
to watch a goddamn movie. As ridiculous as it is,
That would be fun.
right? It'd be an adventure.
My
An
mom-
adventure's adventure.
My mom watched Avengers in the Philippines.
I watched the original Transformers in Australia.
Oh, wow.
About 3 weeks, like a couple weeks before it came out in the U.S.
Nice.
Fun story.
I've never been out of the country. Yeah.
It's okay, buddy. Yeah.
One day.
I don't
one
have a
day.
passport.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's just a fun fact. But we can tie back into what you were actually going to talk about. I just thought to bring that up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, are you worried about this at all?
Yes. I'm extremely worried. Like, this guy was in the area where I work. I work at a job that, like, people would have reason.
Yeah. Okay. So on Twitter, it's funny because they're like, "Oh, what the hell is 2020?" Like, all these fucking like tragedies happening. Like,
It's like World
back
War
to
III's on
back.
its way. We
Yeah.
got a super plague like, spreading across the world.
yeah, and
Jesus.
because I had first read about the coronavirus on Twitter. I get like all my news on Twitter, which is bad, but
Yeah, that's awful.
not all of it, majority of it. At least the first like glimpse, and then I will go somewhere else to read it. But like when I heard about it, I'm like, this is a story that's probably like you can overlook it, but people don't look at the how important it actually the implication might be. And then I read another story about it. I'm like, oh, it's definitely one of those
I'm
stories.
sorry. Breaking news.
Oh,
Kobe Bryant just died.
What?
well, what?
Yeah. I'm like, why is my phone blowing up? Still a good question why my phone would be blowing up about that, but yeah.
Oh,
Huh?
in a helicopter crash.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
Just, fun fact, that happened just now.
Wow.
Yep.
There's 28 minutes ago.
Wow, people are
Already
already
have
putting up YouTube videos about it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well. Yeah, it hasn't even. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, just interesting little tidbit there. Kobe Bryant died today.
Wow. That's tragic.
2020.
I feel like this started off as it should have been like a good year.
Everyone was hoping, and we have not been given
And
any hope.
things like 2020 just keeps taking stuff and just like twisting it up. Well, R.I.P. to a legend.
Yeah.
Damn, I just read a tweet. I think it was yesterday about how kids don't say Kobe anymore when they when they
Kobe?
when they like
Oh,
throw
really?
trash away or anything. It's like,
Oh.
oh, this
It's not a
generation
thing anymore.
No.
Why would it be?
There's some kids.
Yeah, but not many.
Yeah,
like
it's
he
not the
hasn't.
same.
He hasn't played in like
2016.
yeah. It's been
2016.
years.
Wow.
Ooh, fuck.
Actually, you're right. It's mainly teenagers I hear say that.
Mhm.
They're obnoxious teenagers.
There you go.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. That sucks.
Back on track with fun times.
I mean, I wouldn't say that our main topic is fun times
That's
either.
the sarcasm of it. Our topic was already going to be dark.
Oh.
So let's just lean into that.
Oh,
We're talking about
no.
death now.
Yeah, I
now
guess
we'll just
so.
get offensive when talking about death.
I guess. Well, damn. So, like I said, when reading the stories about the coronavirus, there's been I think originally the story was like 1 or 2 people were infected,
Yeah.
and now it's like 1,000 or more cases, which have include hundreds of deaths.
Yeah, it's extremely deadly.
Yeah. And I'm just waiting for that. Oh shit, those corpses are reanimating. Because this seems like one of those situations.
Yeah, like this is totally the origin story of a zombie apocalypse.
That's
yeah.
that's exactly what I like. Like reading the initial story, I'm like, oh, this is probably gonna have more implications later. Like a day later, oh shit, I feel like I was correct. More later, I'm worried now.
Yeah.
A
That
day later, where's my apocalypse? Apocalypse. bunker?
Apocalypse.
Yeah. No, see, Mari being affected.
What?
I don't think that's how
What
it
do you
works.
think that does to you?
The virus, a runny nose, headache, cough, sore throat, fever, and a general feeling of being unwell.
And then death.
And then death. Hey, like a flu.
It's super flu. It's Captain Trips.
Flu.
Well, and like I know the some of the worry was from the or like towards the Chinese government because in the past they've been known to like downplay diseases that have spread in their country.
Yep.
And it's just like, oh, and by the way, these like thousands of people have died.
Yep.
But I mean,
Yeah. So yeah, this is a great world we live in, and the dead may be rising up at any second. What are we gonna do about that, Chase?
I don't know. What would you do? What would you do in a zombie apocalypse? Let us know, and we'll let you know right now.
So our topic today, even more cruelly than it was before, is about death and zombies. We have great timing.
Man.
So the dead coming back to life and eating your faces. How to prepare for that? So I used to have a plan.
Used to.
Well,
Oh.
it's not as applicable now
I feel like I
because I don't work there anymore.
Yeah.
So, so my old theater and your old theater.
And your old theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That place was like a perfect spot for
No,
dealing
yeah.
with a zombie
Oh,
It would have been like a
I had
fortress.
plan there.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
had
think
a
we all had
plan
the
there.
same plan while we worked there.
Yeah, it's like a super fucking fortress, man. Like the weak point is the main entrance because it's just that fence that comes down.
But that's the thing. There's 2.
I know. There are
That's
2 of them.
stairs.
Because okay, this building is 3 floors.
Yes.
There is a downstairs. There is a middle lobby. And
Yeah,
then
with
there's-
where all the theaters are.
and there is upstairs offices.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so basically what you have here is just multiple fortifiable locations
Yeah.
you can keep pulling back from if things get bad with multiple escape points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say okay, so
And food and beverages. to
Yeah.
last
exactly.
you.
But then a lot of
Not for
all the
long.
waters were on the first floor.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's like
Like you would have to fight your way down to get to water.
Yeah.
Well, there is a bathroom top.
Well,
That
I mean,
won't
you
last
think
for
that
long.
that sewage
Yeah.
or the
Yeah, that'll be
water
a
would
problem
stay
soon.
on? Yeah, you could bring down because it's one of those drop.
Because it's in a mall.
Yeah. So like the entrance, the main entrance has doors on the outside of that cage that drops down,
Mhm.
but you can drop that down. It would stay relatively well, probably, unless it's like hundreds of people pushing on it.
Yeah, that thing's pretty sturdy.
Yeah, I mean, and there's the glass doors.
The
which
glass
would
door is the
probably
bigger
go
problem.
first,
Uh,
surrounding it. But then up the escalator.
yeah, so there's an escalator.
Well, actually,
and
there's
an
a back
elevator.
door to that too.
There is a back door.
But
so
those that back hallway, like a mall back hallway, if you ever gone into a back hallway of a mall, it's already scary. But that's already like a fucking horror movie situation.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, that could be fortifiable. I know now they actually lock
Yeah, thank God.
they lock the entrance to that back hallway.
It used to just be always unlocked.
It used to always be unlocked, so anyone could walk in to that back hallway. But I think now they lock it, so that's even more fortified. But if you fortify that door, that's fine. Maybe bring up all the water up upstairs.
Yeah.
Go up the escalator, and at the top of the escalator, there's another drop down gate.
With another side door. You can just lock.
Yeah, and so I mean that would be a good fortifiable place. And then there's like a pretty good square footage in that on that floor, and the floor above that has all the stock of food and stuff.
Yes, it does. So yeah, so you have the big main floor that has access to all the theaters and stuff like that. It does also have access to all the escape routes. Yeah. But I have a theory about this already. All the emergency exits and stuff are up there, and I think there's 5 or 6.
There's a lot.
There's actually a lot.
Well, I mean that'd be a lot to fortify too. But actually, you can't get in.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't get in from the outside because the door doesn't even have a handle on it.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to help here.
Yeah.
It's incredibly hard to get through these doors from the outside. Like you would need to purposely break in. Like again, this is one of those defensible locations where like human beings are a much bigger threat than those zombies.
Yeah.
But like, you like barricade this place up, dude. You can survive here for a long time as long as you have like a group of people that are like well coordinated.
Yeah.
You just need to have people. Yeah, and you just need to have people that are like able to like open doors for you to get in and out. But so here's what my theory is on how you would do it. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Those radios have good range too.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, the problem would be charging them.
And there's like 20
once we run out of electricity
or more.
My other strategy too to prevent the zombies from just getting up to the second floor would be if we still have electricity, we just run both elevators down.
The escalators?
And the zombies, both escalators down, and so the zombies wouldn't be able to get up.
Well, it depends. So now, are they going to be like fast zombies?
Dude, if they're fast zombies, we're already dead. Like, there's no point in arguing this. Anyone knows. You get like rage-style zombies, like you're fucked. The humankind is dead. Like, zombieism should not be a superpower. Like, you shouldn't have just like, hey, anybody who gets like bit or like a tiny amount of blood gets in their eye, like 5 seconds later is now a super death machine that can run for 1,000 miles and like be like super strong and shit.
Like Zombieland 2 is the T-1000.
Yeah. I don't subscribe to that theory. That's bullshit. We're talking basic ass. Is it T-800?
I don't know.
In Zombieland 2, not the T-1000.
I guess that wouldn't be a thing. Why do I have a fucking radio?
I don't know. Dude, you're having problems
I
here.
can't use my laptop for research.
I'm pretty sure it's T-800. It's not T-10. Dude, what the fuck?
My laptop's freaking out.
No, you're just doing bad. You're hitting backspace when you're not selecting anything, which is sending you back. Yeah, T-800.
T-800.
Yeah, except not the T-1000. These zombies are not liquid metal.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Zombieland 2 gets Terminator very wrong. Whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'm subscribing to the theory that these are like classic Romero slow zombies.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm hoping.
Well, again, otherwise we're doomed.
Easier to deal with.
Yeah, otherwise we're doomed. Those are the more interesting zombie apocalypses anyway, where the zombies aren't the real threat. They're just like, an
obstacle.
The thing that kind of makes the world the way it is now.
Yeah. Feels like Left 4 Dead 2, there's no way.
Yeah.
Anyone's surviving, especially if there's like hunters, because that building does have glass on the ceiling too. You can break in through the fucking ceiling.
No. But here's what we have in this building. We have multiple defensible locations.
Yep.
A way to keep like retreating farther and farther back, just like lock the elevator, like obviously shut down the elevator and lock the escalator. And lock the staircase up, and like you have multiple things you can do.
Yeah.
To just at each stage make it harder and harder for like people to get up and for zombies to get up. But here's my overall thought: what you would do, you would just shut both of the gates down at the bottom and up, and you would never use those. You would never go out that way.
Yeah.
Ever in a million years, you're fucked. Like we're in a mall. Yeah, there's probably a lot of useful things in this mall. Probably already been looted, and even if it hasn't, it's probably full of fucking zombies. And the last thing I want is for the zombies to know we have people inside the theater.
Yeah.
So, here's what you do. You barricade both of those, and you like actually have a barricade set up, like at the top of the escalator, to make it really hard for anybody to get like over and stuff.
Yes.
And you can definitely hear if anybody's approaching, like if they manage to break the glass downstairs or whatever. And then, the plan would be to put something to block the view, like of the upper gate.
Yeah.
So that we can kind of like maneuver around and like go through the lobby as needed and stuff, and like actually have like a living space. But
You could live in the auditoriums.
absolutely, very easily you could. There's a lot of space, but you don't want to be spread out too far because that's when accidents happen. You think I haven't thought about this? I've thought about this greatly in depth. Management team would have huge conversations about this.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember when I was on that management team. We would, like, whenever the topic of a zombie outbreak would come up.
Everybody had their opinions.
Yeah. Like, okay, we're obviously leading this.
What if they throw a revolt? It's like, who do we kick out? Who do we let stay in the building? No, but then what I would think is we have the two, what I would want us to do, honestly, is lock down, and I know this sounds super risky, but I actually wouldn't want people living in the auditoriums for this very reason. I would want to barricade and lock down every single entrance to the back hallway of the theater.
Okay.
So like every emergency exit in every theater and the two emergency exits on the side.
Okay.
Because what I want is that the only way to get to the back hallway is through the booth.
Oh, that's good. Because that specific back hallway has stairways that
go down to the back, like that go
mhm.
up to the booth that you can also use to get to the
It's
upstairs.
like a little secret back way.
Yeah, exactly. So I want you to have to like go through this way and funnel out to be able to get to the four or five main secret, secret exits. No, I mean the emergency exits. And what's great is that there's also rooftop access. You can have a little garden up there. I'm telling you, there's a lot of prime real estate in this building.
Yeah. Okay. So
There are 6.
moral of the story:
Yes.
movie theaters are really great for zombie apocalypse.
They can
if you can
be.
barricade them efficiently. Not only if you already work at one. Don't go to movie theater if you don't.
Please.
They're gonna barricade it against you. They won't let you
Or
in.
you will use lethal force.
My theater that I work at now would be terrible for a zombie apocalypse.
Mine would be pretty good.
Yeah, yours would be fine. Mine would be atrocious. We have multiple glass doorways on every side of the building.
Oh, actually, okay, yeah, no, my main lobby is all glass.
Yeah.
So maybe.
It'd be hard to hold.
It'd be hard
but no,
to
like
barricade.
we have, our huge glass entryway with
Yep.
like 18 doors.
Yeah, we have that too. Yep.
We have more doors on the side that are made of glass.
We do.
And then we have 2 hallways that branch into 2 other hallways. At the end of each of those hallways are doors with glass. I'm just like, how the fuck would I defend this place?
Yeah.
This is the opposite of my old building. There's like no safe ways, and every theater has an emergency exit that leads outside. I'm just like,
Oh, same.
fuck me. Like the great thing is that all the emergency exits in all the theaters at our old building
Yeah.
all funneled into one spot that had 5 entrances that if any of them ever got jeopardized, you could just block off
Yeah,
and still
'cause-
have multiple other ways in and
Our
out.
old building, being in a mall,
Mhm.
was secluded from any external exits, really.
Yeah, because we were in addition to the mall.
Yeah.
So like it didn't
It's like
connect.
on top of the mall.
Yes. So it didn't connect to anything else.
Yeah.
It was great. But so, keys for surviving a zombie apocalypse. As you might have guessed, a defensible location.
Mhm.
Preferably one that has multiple ways to retreat back if any of your
Yes.
paths, that all of which can lead to escape routes. There's always got to be a way out. Like, always make sure there's at least some way out, preferably multiple ways out that are easily defensible from the outside, even from your farthest retreat back point until you get screwed. Because basically, the screwed situation was a couple of us lock ourselves in IO.
Yeah, in the internal office. When it has a deadbolt, that door would probably hold for a while.
Yeah.
But it's a tiny room.
It's a tiny room, and you just die in there.
No way of going
There's
anywhere.
no escape. You're just
No.
screwed.
At least that whole
You would
top,
die with money.
If you had to retreat all the way to the top, you can lock that door to the stairway, disable that elevator,
Mhm.
and then the only ways up would be through the booth, which those doors are pretty heavy too.
Yeah.
But that would also be an escape way. Because
Yeah.
actually, yeah, that'd be a good escape.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've thought about this a lot.
A lot. Yep. One way in the main way, and then just all the emergency exits.
Yeah. And then you have to make sure you have a lot of food.
Mhm.
At that specific building, there are a lot of perishables you would want to eat first.
Yes, exactly. You need to be careful in the order that you eat things.
Yes. And there's a lot of things that would hold for a while. I mean, even past their like Best Buy date, you had to push it probably.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices here.
Yeah.
So key thing is food and water, safe water, and finding
Yeah. Potable water.
finding a way to be able to safely like take care of water and like boil it and
Yeah. At least for that building, you have like thousands of, not maybe thousands, but like hundreds of bottles of water.
yeah, so that'll last a while
Yeah.
as long as you're smart about it and you don't have too many people in there.
Yeah.
Like if you got like 10 people in that building and you're careful about your rationing of water, you'll be fine. For quite a while in terms of water, which is more important than food.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the food will go bad quickly. Very quickly.
Yeah.
And once you lose power, you do not have a lot of ways of preparing the other food, and a lot of that food needs preparation. So that's a problem. Got to start a fire up on the roof and not burn the building down.
Yeah. But also don't alert people to your location.
Yeah, that's the problem.
What would you do about weapons?
See,
Defense.
The fence?
Defense.
So I remember thinking about this a lot and not coming up with great answers.
No.
I mean, what worked for the old building, and these aren't great weapons for a zombie apocalypse, but there were multiple knives because of the kitchen.
Okay, yeah.
You got a lot of brooms that you can use to like push people back.
Smack
Depends.
someone with a broom.
They're not huge brooms though.
They're pretty
They're tiny
short.
brooms, and they're not the most durable brooms.
No.
It's better than nothing.
It is literally better than nothing. Oh, there is the protective mask though in
In the booth?
the booth that you can use to protect your face from getting bit.
Nice.
Like a SWAT mask with just like a...
And then you can you put on like the jackets and stuff up there to like protect
guess.
that you use to protect yourself from exploding glass.
Yeah.
Got the gloves.
Yeah.
Like I'm going out. Ah! We got like one suit of armor basically.
That's about it.
Yeah, not a lot of weapons. But you know what there is not too far from our old theater? A Target. Got to get there quick.
I mean, yeah, that's not far, but it'd be like...
It'd be a dangerous run.
risky. Yeah, it's a risky run. I'm trying to think of like any weapon, like actual weapons besides the knives or anything that would be like universal, like in my current building, or like I can't really think of it.
Yeah, no,
which is worrying.
That is definitely the problem with the
fire
theater.
extinguisher. Just
I was thinking that too.
Hey, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah, but you got to get really close.
yeah.
You want a weapon that has good reach.
Improvised weapons. I mean, you could probably like fasten a shiv.
You could
And, like,
make a lot of weaponry.
You
It's
could
just
like
not-
get a lot of brooms and get the handles and like fashion them together to make like a stabby stab,
stab.
like a what's it called, a pike, spear.
A spear.
Yeah, there you go. And then use that or like, but any like projectile I can't think of, or like I don't know,
Slashes.
slashes. It's more like pokey poke stab.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Which
the
is
real
that,
problem.
but that's also a problem because then you can skewer things and get stuck in
Exactly.
like limited time uses.
Now, so things that are highly rated in zombie apocalypses. Crowbars don't have them.
No.
Axes don't have them.
You don't have crowbars?
No.
Just
No.
like in the wow.
No. Actually, no, to be fair, thinking about it,
You
Oh,
probably
if we
do.
go
Wait.
through
there is
Yeah,
a facilities.
the facilities manager,
I
probably
forgot about the
okay.
facilities room.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Because there's actually a bunch of things in there that probably use as
No,
weapons.
so now this was what I was eventually going to build up to. There is exactly one weapon that I very much know exists at our old building, because I once had to use it with another crew member to destroy a trash can that was burned. There is a sledgehammer.
Okay, so I knew the existence of the sledgehammer, and I was waiting for you guys to talk
I
about
did
the
not know.
facilities closet.
Okay,
or
no, the
room.
problem with my building
Mm-hmm.
is that all our facilities room, we have like 4 of them. They're all on the exterior of the building.
Oh shit, you're fucked.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ours is upstairs with the rest of the offices.
Which is
Yeah.
fucking weird. No, there's literally no way of getting to our facilities rooms except from the outside, which is weird because they're directly connected to the building.
So they put the door.
But the
on
doors
wrong
are on the
spot.
outside, and there's no way of getting it from the inside.
That sounds like bad planning.
That's a terrible.
Like, I don't know
move.
the outline. I need to see like a blueprint to see if there's actually even a way of like
Making
if there
that
would
work.
be a way of making a door there. But
I imagine there couldn't have been because
I don't
then
think
they
so.
would have done it.
yeah,
But yeah, no.
dumb.
Yeah, the old facilities manager. Well, I mean, he's still the facilities manager of that building, but at least I think he is.
Yes.
But yeah, no, he has a lot of things in there that could probably be used as
Yeah.
weapons.
My
Multiple hammers, the sledgehammer. He does have a crowbar.
Mhm.
Thinking about it, a bunch of screwdrivers. At least it's a good like close range stabbing utensil.
Yeah.
You know, just like things like that. That would be what we would live off of until we could get something better.
Yeah. My plan was to make a break for it for that room, find something to protect myself with, and I was locking myself up there.
How are you gonna survive for long?
No, just not like
Oh, that floor.
that floor.
Oh,
That floor.
well,
But then, yeah, you don't have access to like a decent chunk of some
Oh,
of the
see,
food.
food.
My
Have
other
some
thing
food,
is
but
I want
really-
to die
Water.
first wave.
Then why would you even
real
bother?
quick. Because
You'd
I
screw over
wanna-
other people
No,
trying to
no.
live.
I'm
Yep.
gonna be the person who's like, okay, I'll sacrifice myself for you guys to live.
I don't
I'm
believe
not
this
gonna,
at
I'm
all.
not gonna go far. I want to die first wave. I go in swinging though.
I don't
I
believe
don't
this
wanna
at all.
die.
You're gonna kill everybody.
I feel
might-
like I feel like, you know, this is like Cheyenne's like romanticized version of how she'll handle this
Yeah,
horrible
no,
apocalyptic
and then
situation.
what
And in
actually
reality, it's
will
like,
happen-
I'm never fucking letting myself out of here. You all can fucking burn.
Yeah, that might be the reality. Or the real reality, lose my eyesight.
Yep.
Can't make it anywhere.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm chill. It's fine. Or I'll already be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where would you go? Like, if you weren't at work,
Okay.
especially you don't live close to your building.
I don't live anywhere near my building. I don't live really near anywhere that I know that would be defensible because I
Yeah.
barely know the area where I live.
Oh,
I spend most of my time out here,
that's
Yeah.
even though I live 20 miles from here.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm there, I'm just at home.
But like that's the worrying part. Like, what if you're at home? News flash, news bulletin. Hey, military state, zombie outbreak.
General overall strategy. If I don't have a specific place to go, I find the nearest school. Because schools, like if you don't have a plan, schools are a solid plan.
Yeah.
There may be a lot of people there, so there's a possibility of zombies getting in, but there are fences all around the location.
Mhm.
There are usually very few ways in and out. There's food and drink on the premises.
Mhm.
And there's usually there's not a lot of ways in, but there's a lot of ways out. So like defensible from people, not very easy.
Mm.
But defensible from zombies, probably pretty doable.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, dude, I just probably realized I was fucked. I try to make my way out here. I know I wouldn't make it.
That's the thing. Like, obviously, oh, just drive over. No, you probably wouldn't be able to drive anywhere.
Yeah.
No.
Gonna get stuck.
Just
Yeah.
run.
Bottleneck.
Yeah, I just run 20 miles. Yeah, look at me. That ain't happening.
Can I fly there? See, now the worrying part also is like my car would probably be obsolete. Like there'd be no
Yeah.
use of my vehicle because I wouldn't be able to charge it.
Yeah.
It's electric, which I mean is good in our society, but once that society breaks down, there's like
You
at
see
least
one
with
of
other
those, like,
cars you
hand
can.
chargers.
Yeah.
We do this for
Jesus
30
Christ.
30 hours, and then we'll be able to drive for 5 minutes. Woo, chase.
Yeah, at least with like other cars you can probably siphon gas. If you
Yeah.
like,
Do you know how to siphon gas?
I could suck it.
You just suck.
uh,
Chase dies choking on gasoline.
ew.
Ironic death for a man who had an electric car.
Yeah, but I mean, what would be ideal? Like an island that out in the ocean that didn't have any like
Do you know how to survive on an island?
no.
So why would it matter?
Like, what is like the number one best place to like that wouldn't have any risk of anything getting there? or
Yeah,
any
a
land
deserted
getting there?
island.
Yeah, but then you
Alaska. So
heard
now,
that theory
now here's the thing. Now we have to recognize that the very presence of a zombie apocalypse, one, is impossible, and two,
I wouldn't say it's
Well.
impossible.
no, because
Improbable.
no, an apocalyptic version of a zombie apocalypse is impossible because zombies are dead. They are decaying human bodies. How long do you think that would last being able to walk around?
I guess.
Not very long. But then you take them to a cold environment and they're doomed. Like they would just freeze overnight and not be able to do anything.
Well,
The end.
It's
There you
harder
go.
to move in snow too.
Yeah, like humanity would 100% survive a zombie apocalypse. Like we play it up so much in, like fiction. But like, yeah, fast zombies, we're immediately doomed. Slow zombies, we're going to be fine.
It's like doable. A lot of people will die.
Yeah, no,
but,
like you'll definitely have a lot of deaths,
it'll be
but I think it'll be fine. Like, I don't know if I'd make it, but humanity would definitely make it. It'd probably be good for humanity on the whole.
yeah. I mean, I think
we could afford a few billion deaths.
in the case
Realistic.
of slow zombies,
Yeah.
the real danger is other humans.
Mhm. But I mean, that's generally true about any state of
Apocalypse,
emergency
yeah.
at all. Like any bad situation that puts people like in dangerous positions, other human beings are 100% going to be your biggest threat. And how do you deal with other human beings? There's no real honest way to prepare for that.
It's worrying. But
It is worrying.
see now, shuffling away now from the shuffling away from zombies specifically. What about now
Shuffling.
shambling? What about now?
Shambler.
Say the coronavirus does just decimate the population.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
What
would
do we
that be
do?
a bad thing?
I mean, it would not be a good thing.
It would not be a bad thing for Earth. It would not be a good thing for humanity.
True. So now we need to break down one. I'm pretty sure coronavirus is nowhere at the point where it can jump from species to species,
Okay. Yeah.
like most species at least. It's like, I mean, there are some, but like, so most animal life will be generally unaffected by the coronavirus.
I think didn't it come from?
It came
Oh,
from
camels and
Cows.
bats.
something like that. But I'm saying like most of the animal life on Earth will be fine if most of humanity is killed off by this stupid virus. But here's the real problem. Like the honest problem if like this becomes like a world spread catastrophe. It's
Yeah.
like literally just like destroying swaths of humanity.
Black Plague.
Kinda. But like, what do you do with all those bodies?
That's true.
Dump them in the ocean.
No.
Jesus Christ, no.
What? That
Burn
seems
'em.
like a bad idea.
That's also not great. How is the virus spread? Do you want to release all of that into the air?
Yeah.
You start digging mass graves for people.
Yeah.
But like,
Unfortunate.
but first of all, like, how will you have enough people to do that? And then when you're
handling the
handling the bodies and stuff, also you're going to be exhausted from doing that, which means you're more like your body's going to be weaker, more likely to get.
Oh God.
And so if you just leave the bodies where they are, they'll just decay. They'll spread disease,
Yeah.
infection all over.
Oh no. That's
See-
where it really gets you.
Exactly.
Coronaviruses are a group of viruses that cause diseases in mammals, including humans and birds.
Oh, okay.
In humans, respiratory infections, which are mild but rarely lethal. In cows and pigs, they cause diarrhea, while in chicken, it causes upper respiratory disease.
Yeah.
I don't know which
Now,
strand
most-
of coronavirus.
Most coronaviruses actually don't affect people, they affect animals. But most coronaviruses are also pretty specific to certain species. Like certain strands is going to target a certain species. So like the coronavirus is hitting us is not going to be a threat to a lot of different types of animal life. Is more what I meant.
Yes.
Yeah, but I know it's a problem. It's not great, the coronavirus situation, and we're going to be fine. Is the honest truth. I know it's not exciting. I know it's not fun to say. But we're
I mean,
going to
think it's
make
fine.
it. It's not fun to talk about how we're going to survive this disease. I know. But
But I want to die. I want to be
Dude, there's
taken out
easier
by
ways
the
than the coronavirus.
coronavirus.
Go
No.
get the flu.
just drink a lot of Corona.
Yeah. Hopefully this will all blow over soon. I say that.
It's
Famous
not.
last words.
Yeah, no, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
I just think we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
I
Like,
mean,
what was the other one with the mosquito? The Zika virus?
Zika virus.
Was that or there was one dang, I forgot what the other one was.
The one like last year?
yeah.
like the
A darn doorbell. Doesn't matter. There's always something threatening humanity.
It's not the
Humanity
first
doesn't
time.
like to die. Annoyingly.
We're pretty resilient.
I mean, we wouldn't have gotten this far if we weren't. We're like a freaking virus ourselves.
Or is that all just part of someone else's plan? See what it takes to kill humans off.
It's aliens playing Plague Inc.
Exactly.
So, I read a short story once that was basically like from the perspective of like, ooh, careful there. That was from like the perspective of like an alien race that like there was like a bunch of different alien races that like, you know, were like ruling over the galaxy, but anytime like any one race like started getting like out of control and stuff, they would basically purge them to deal with them. They didn't like doing it, but they do it.
I don't like doing this,
But we're going to systematically eliminate every member of your species except for one. Keep them basically in a zoo. Because like mass extermination is a terrible thing, so we'll leave one survivor of the species and take him. Like, that's fucked up more. But like in the whole story and stuff, they're like, look, we have gotten masterfully good at killing off species and stuff, but humanity was a bitch to deal with. And like the whole point of the story is like all of the things they would create to specifically destroy humanity after studying them just made humanity stronger.
Yeah.
That's how they finally figured out how to do it. But it was just like, I was like, fuck, man. It's like everything they did, they're like, this would completely break humanity's spirits. Nope, humanity is just pissed now. It's like, oh, this would break humanity's ability to reproduce. Nope, they just found a more efficient way of doing it. They're like, what the fuck do we do about these assholes?
Well, mankind is resilient.
Yeah, we are a resilient population.
To our detriment.
Yes, I agree.
There are too many of us.
There are way too many of us, and there's only going to be more.
We have to go to Mars.
That's a great idea.
It's not going to help.
Okay, now what about an alien invasion?
Great.
We're doomed.
No
You just got to
plan.
wait for them to catch the common cold. Or they can catch the coronavirus.
Well, then we have to wait for it to mutate to fit their.
You think we
species.
wouldn't figure out a fucking way to mutate it?
I'm sure. We'd have to capture an alien, do some tests.
Look, mankind is so good at destroying alien species that we once made a computer virus. And we hit on their ship and we flew it up to their mothership. And we infected their computer with it. Somehow. Just assuming that their computer systems would work exactly like ours and the computer virus would work.
What?
And then we had a guy who was once abducted by aliens just fly his spaceship directly up into it and destroy one. It was great stuff. Will Smith once punched the aliens and welcome to Earth.
This Independence Day.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I know this story.
Man, that's like my favorite documentary.
Yeah, we once.
Best president ever.
Oh no.
Yeah. Regardless, humanity. How do you think we'll die?
What's your favorite zombie movie and/or video game?
Answer my question first. How do you think we're going to get wiped off the face of the planet?
God.
Helicopter
World War IV.
crashes?
Oh,
Oh, dang.
rest in peace. Give us your comments
No, I'm just sad.
on your answers to these enthralling questions.
Or just, tell us your plan on how you would survive a zombie apocalypse.
I want to know.
Seriously,
I want to know
yeah.
how people like. I mean, not so that I can steal your plan. No.
No.
I want to know what because you should always be planning for a zombie apocalypse, not any other apocalypse, just zombie apocalypse.
No, the most realistic apocalypse.
Yes, the most viable and
Yeah.
Z-Day preppers.
probable.
Oh, did you hear about the people who created basically their own like zombie apocalypse safe house on their own private island, and they're completely self-sustaining,
There you go.
and they have this whole like oh man, I'll show you later, but they're self-sustaining. They have multiple exits and entrances, but
Link it in the description.
yeah, okay, I'll look for it. It's actually kind of cool and interesting.
I'm sure it is. There's also a place somewhere in some city somewhere that I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly where they have quarantined off like multiple city blocks that people pay to go in overnight, and there are a bunch of people that like are actors as zombies and stuff, and your goal is to try and survive the night in the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's in like some foreign country somewhere in Europe if I remember right. But like yeah, like you go in there and like yeah, like it's like multiple city blocks with like multiple big
Fuck
buildings.
that,
and
dude.
shit.
I'd shit myself.
And it's just try and survive the night to not get caught by the zombies.
I'd be.
That's
Oh god.
that's kind of cool.
I know, right?
I mean, it's cool, but then actually thinking about it's horrifying.
Well, of course, but they're just people.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I would start out that way.
Jesus Christ,
Well-
that's where the zombie apocalypse really starts. Nobody notices.
Yeah, that's my fear.
No!
Like, oh, I went into this experience like, oh, it's like I've seen too many movies where it's just like, oh, it's a joke,
It's a joke.
and then it's like
Jesus.
it's
It's not a
actually
joke.
real,
Okay.
and then I killed someone, and then it turned out it was a joke, and now I'm in jail.
Yeah, it's not anyone else's fault but yours that you went into a place with an exact description that it was fake, assumed it was real, and killed a real person. That's on you, buddy.
I went into Westworld. I need free reign to kill people.
Christ.
Okay.
This is not an admission of
See,
guilt.
there you go. That's what we need. We need a Z world. It's like Westworld, but the zombie apocalypse. They're all robots. And so
Yeah.
you don't feel bad like gunning them down to try and survive and shit. Dude, I'm telling you, that's where it's at.
Yeah, but
Season 3 of Westworld, folks.
Oh,
Make it a
shit.
zombie apocalypse. Who needs samurais and shit?
it seems terrifying.
I would hope so. That's
implications
the
of
whole
that.
point.
I know, but like the fact that these robots are like would probably be like we're really stronger than us, and if Westworld happens, to
Well,
zombie
no, to be fair, these zombies wouldn't need a lot of sentience. You wouldn't need to have them be as complex as the AI in Westworld.
so that's scary.
I get you.
That thought is scary.
I get you.
Oh, I found it.
The thing I was talking about?
No, the thing I was
Oh,
talking
okay.
Well,
about.
there you go. Link in the description.
Or you could just look up Castle Ridcotted.
Link in the description.
Link it in the darn description, Cheyenne.
Okay.
Don't be lazy. I say, knowing I'll do nothing about this after recording this episode. I got the good gig. Whatever. I'm going to be doing a series of reviews.
Yeah.
I have plenty of work ahead of me.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening to our thoughts.
Podcast?
Specifically, how we would live in a zombie apocalypse.
Talking about a very specific location that you have no basis of
Yes.
understanding of.
The palace of the mind.
Your mind palace.
Imagine the description of the building we gave you, which was not all that great.
Imagine your inner world. Thanks so much for watching. Watching.
Yes, if you're not watching us on YouTube, why not?
Because they just want to listen to us as a podcast.
Yeah, probably. Just,
Why are you judging them?
you in your car? Hi.
Like, however you want to do this, do it. You do you, and no one
one-
else. And don't let Chase tell you otherwise.
I want you to see my face.
Then you saw his face. Now you were screaming, terrified of all of that shit.
All right, thank you guys. Thank everyone for watching. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want.
Bell thing.
Comment. I think the bell thing's down here.
Make a video. Make a video reply. You remember those? Way back when?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was a thing, right?
That was a
That was
thing
a
for
thing.
like a hot second.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, make a video
Wow.
reply. Tag us.
Hey, we'll bring it
Tag
back.
us. We're bringing back
Something.
video replies, guys, with all of our followers, subscribers, all 36 of them. It's been 36 for like 2 months now. Gotta figure something out.
Thank you to
So
the 36
No, the
and
lucky
everyone else that
36.
watches that's not subscribed.
I don't think there's many of those people. Especially not the podcast. Especially not this far into the podcast.
See you later, guys.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Chase.
I'm Cheyenne. Bye.